You will find after listening to this book that such initiations are not necessary to practice the brand of Creole Voodoo and Hoodoo that is unique to New Orleans. This book is the revised edition of the original Voodoo Hoodoo Spellbook that I had previously self-published. Like most authors, after a time, I wished I had written some things differently, added things I initially omitted, and organized things differently. With the support of my new publisher, Red Wheel Weiser, and Connery Press, I now have both the opportunity and the excuse to tweak this book to include those changes and make it even better than ever. I hope that you find this book informational, educational, and most of all, inspirational. It is dedicated to all of those who suffered to keep the tradition alive, to those who carry on the tradition so that it may continue to live, and to those who have yet to come who will find their lives enriched by it. Chapter 1. The Basics. In New Orleans, anyone can practice voodoo. There is no formal religious initiation rite, no rigid orthodoxy, and there are no standard ways to worship, though there are guidelines. Voodoo is a fluid, adaptable, syncretic, and inclusive spiritual and religious practice that embraces the hearts of all people, no matter their race, creed, or origin. The Loas, spirits, orishas, and mysteries, all terms used to describe the divine archetypal forces of voodoo, are ever-changing, manifesting in infinite ways according to the filter of a given culture and geographic location. The word voodoo means spirit of God. Contrary to popular belief, voodoo is first and foremost about healing. It is a religious system based on 3 levels of spirit: God, the Loa, and ancestors. Voodoo believers accept the existence of one ultimate God referred to as Bon Dieu, good God, below which are the powerful spirits often referred to as Loas. These powerful spirits act as intermediaries between Bon Dieu and practitioners and are responsible for the daily matters of life in the areas of family, love, money, happiness, wealth, and revenge. Finally, ancestor reverence is considered the foundation of New Orleans voodoo. The Loas and ancestors are not worshipped. Rather, they are served and revered, respectively. New Orleans was a major port where multiple cultures converged, and as a result, the influences on New Orleans voodoo are very diverse. While New Orleans voodoo as a unique system has no formal initiation rites, many people who practice it are, in fact, initiated into one of its closely related sister religions. There are also family lineages in New Orleans that pass down specific traditions that are held in confidence. These are the Mambos and Hungans who reside in New Orleans, more commonly referred to as priests, priestesses, or kings and queens of New Orleans voodoo. There are Cuban-inspired Santeros, Haitian-initiated Mambos and Hungans, Obian root workers from the West Indian Islands, for example, Belize, the Bahamas, Dominican Republic. Followers of the spiritualist churches, hoodoos and root workers who incorporate candle magic, spells, and the veneration of Catholic saints, and followers of the Yoruba tradition of Africa. New Orleans voodoo is highly influenced by Native American spirituality and herbalism as well. For example, the famous Indian war chief Black Hawk is a voodoo saint and is often included in the ritual work of hoodoos and spiritualists. However, many spiritualists who venerate Black Hawk deny engaging in hoodoo activities, despite the similarities found between traditions. This edition of the Voodoo Hoodoo Spellbook provides more in-depth information about the history of New Orleans voodoo, as well as a beefed-up formulary that is based on authentic New Orleans materia medica as I have learned it. The formulas found in this book may or may not be consistent with